My name is Justin Bachman. I'm 17 years old, and I am different. My story really starts back in elementary school. I was a scared, insecure, and lost child. I had nothing close to an identity, wasn't good at making friends, and I never seemed to fit in. I was picked on, relentlessly, every single day. I thought I was worthless. It got so bad that I attempted suicide 3 times before I was 11 years old. Thankfully, my family got me help, and I made it out alive. In 7th grade, I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. My confidence shot through the roof. I finally had that identity that I needed for so long. In 8th grade, after being disqualified from a cross-country meet because officials didn't understand my condition, I knew that I needed to take action. But I also knew I wasn't alone. People around the world face intolerance every day just for being who they are, and I wasn't okay with that. The answer came in 2010, when I founded Honor Good Deeds. Our mission is to empower people, to embrace their differences and live loud. We do this through interactive events, social media campaigns, and full school assemblies. Some of our programs consist of what you see on screen. Living Loud is a program I do in schools as a full school assembly where I share my personal stories of facing intolerance. But the goal is to have everyone who attends leaving feeling more confident in who they are and being able to show it off to others. The Tolerance Fair is an event that creates communities for belonging, fosters passion, leading to positive self-worth, and promotes education to overcome ignorance. And our leadership academies are groups of students in schools that work together under our guidance and mentorship to bring tolerance fairs to their community. Now, at Honor Good Deeds, we have numerous stories of success. One that I hold close to my heart comes from Cincinnati, Ohio. A girl came up to me after hearing Living Loud, said that she had planned on committing suicide that night. But after hearing my story, how I was able to make it through my hard times, she knew that she could as well, that her life was worth it. That has happened 13 times since then. Another story, a girl came to our first tolerance fair. Before it, ate alone at school. She didn't want others to see her alone, so she would sit in the guidance office, an empty classroom, or even the bathroom. But after coming to our fair, she got involved with an animal rescue group, met like-minded people, one of whom just so happened to go to her school. And then she had that group of friends she'd wanted for so long. Now, at Honor Good Deeds, we don't just celebrate differences. We live them. Technically, we play in the anti-bullying field. And many of our competitors tout strategies like stand up to the bully or power in numbers. We don't do any of that. We look at the one thing every person can control, themselves. We give you the tools to feel more confident. And that'll ensure that A, you aren't the bully, but B, the things other people do to you won't matter as much. Now, another big reason for our success is a peer-to-peer strategy. I'm 17 years old, a senior in high school. I can relate to students on a much different level because I'm one of them. I speak their language. Now this year, we brought on Lisa Bachman as executive director because next year I'm going off to college. And my role is going to be changing to be a little bit more strategic, and Lisa's going to be taking over the day-to-day operations I used to run. But even though my role is changing, Lisa's going to be ensuring the success and growth of Honor Good Deeds. In the past, we've thrived on peer-to-peer interaction. And to make sure this continues, we're using our leadership academies. Not only are we creating young, confident leaders, but we're ensuring sustainability because those leaders bring students up underneath them as well. Now, our revenue stream to date has been based mainly on speaking, sponsorships, grants, and exhibitor fees. And so, as a part of this year's 2015 Tolerance Fair, we've added on a revenue stream in the form of a conference. This conference, which is appropriate for students and adults alike, is going to feature highly motivational speakers from across the country, targeted breakout sessions, and our resource center, designed to make you feel more confident in yourself. Now, what you don't know is that I have been scanning the room through my entire presentation, and I have now memorized all of your faces. I got a good memory like that. And the reason for that is on May 3rd, down at the Wolstein Center, there is going to be our 2015 Tolerance Fair and Conference, and I'll be very disappointed if I don't see every one of your faces there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now, our plan for the conference is in the next 5 years to grow so large that we attract international attention, bringing people from all over the world to see what we have to offer in the great city of Cleveland, Ohio. Now, funding from Sea Change and any other opportunities here tonight is going to be used in a couple of distinct ways. The first is that our 2015 Tolerance Fair and Conference that you will all be at on May 3rd is our I Want to Tell You initiative will be unveiled there. This initiative is going to allow people to create short videos, sharing their story and expressing their individuality. This is going to work on two fronts of what we cover. It's going to empower the person making the video, but it's also going to educate every single viewer. These videos can focus on themes. Our main one, I want to tell you. For example, I want to tell you that I have diabetes, and even though it may seem that I'm moody at times, it could mean that my blood sugar is just low. I'm not upset with you. Or I want to tell you that I have autism, and even though I may not be looking you directly in the eyes, I really am interested in what you're saying. This initiative will be shareable. That way we can educate as many people as possible, but it will also be searchable. So somebody who has recently been diagnosed with something can go and find the real stories of real people going through similar situations. And we will also link to organizations providing resources for the differences and challenges that we struggle with every day. Now, another way that funding will be used is something that I personally am extremely excited about. It's called our 60 campaign. And in short, this will allow the sponsoring of students from disadvantaged communities, inner city Cleveland, to attend the Tolerance Fair at no cost to them. Every $60 we raise in association with this campaign will cover the transportation, food, ticket price, the experience of a lifetime for these students. Now, while tonight's a competition between us 8 organizations for funding, this 60 campaign is something we can all get involved with. For less than the cost of a good night out, you can send a student from Cleveland on the path to success. And if you are interested in getting involved in helping our city, please come see me after. Now, unfortunately, my elementary school story is not unique. People around the world face insurmountable intolerance every single day. At Honor Good Deeds, we're doing what we can to change that, but we can't do it alone. And that's why we need your support. That's why I'm so humbled and honored to be here in front of all of you tonight. Whether it's just sharing our message, sponsoring a student from Cleveland, attending the fair, or helping out in an even bigger way, every little bit counts, and I can't wait to work with all of you. So I thank you in advance for your votes tonight, for attending the Tolerance Fair, for sponsoring students, and for helping our city, because I know that together we can make a difference. Thank you.